This segment is brought to you by St. Martin and Bourke. Know your rights.
Welcome to Bayou Time. I'm Jacob DeGate. Glad to have you with us, and I'm glad to have joining me the mayor of Thibodaux, Kevin Claymont. Thank you very much for joining us.
Absolutely, Jacob. Happy to be here.
All right. Well, tell us what's going on in Thibodaux. What we got?
So the fall is a busy time, festival season, and we just finished a downtown pavilion. We had worked on this for a couple of years. We had to get land that was donated to us by a local attorney. We had secured some funding from the state, and we had a match, of course, to get there. But if you look at what the finished product, it came out exactly like I envisioned. I can foresee there's the pavilion in the background, along with my administrative staff. Some of the city council members are there, and to the left on that picture is Brandon Arsenault. He's with Total Project Services. He was actually the engineer on this project. He did a marvelous job, and it came out almost to the T of what we had drawn together about a year and a half ago. Couple of nice things. You see the City of Thibodaux logo or wording down there that was thrown in. I think it is in the prime location downtown. It adds to the quality of life downtown. It's going to be a draw for people on Friday and Saturday nights. It's going to be a draw for people on Monday through Friday, maybe go and sit on the pavilion itself, have a picnic or grab a bite to eat, make a phone call. We were extremely pleased with how that pavilion came out. I can't thank the people who worked on it enough. The city of Thibodaux actually incurred a lot of the work and a lot of the costs. We did a lot of things ourselves, the plumbing, the drainage, the electricity. We were able to kind of to get around and do things ourselves, made it a little bit cheaper. And I couldn't be more prouder of that pavilion that we had. We opened that pavilion. I think we cut the ribbon on Friday morning at 10 o'clock. Friday afternoon at 6 o'clock, there's a band on there.
Ready to go, huh?
You'll see in the next slide that we throw up. John Foster was the highlight of that evening. There was two local bands, and John Foster came in. If you don't know John Foster, he came out second or third on American Idol this year. He's from Addis, Louisiana. Not sure of his age. Young up and coming country star. And he came with tons of people. I think for this event, we estimated anywhere from 1,650 people to 1,750 people.
Wow.
Yeah,
it's a great way to break in the stage.
It was.
Huh?
I tell you what, it was truly, and I was nervous as heck because I didn't know. Would it be too many people? Would it not be enough people? Would people be? Would they be happy with the stage? Would they all be angry or upset about how we did things? But I'm gonna tell you that event came off without a hitch. We're still learning, but the way we were able to provide security, house John Foster and his group right next door, the downtown businesses were more than receptive to it. I think we put a little money in their pocket. I know we put some money in the city of Thibodaux's pocket with taxes and revenues from hotels and everything like that. So I couldn't be more pleased with how that pavilion came out. And then 2 weeks after that, we had another function downtown that went off without a hitch too, and it had another probably 800, 900 people down there. And I could just foresee this getting bigger and bigger and more people using it and having access to it. So I needed to say that. I'm happy we did it, and I look forward to other events being there.
Well, yeah, it certainly is a great thing, and it's a great centerpiece for that downtown gathering, focal point to where you can have all those bands and have different events that just take place over there. It's going to be, I'm sure, enjoyed for years to come.
I hope so. Yeah. So Dwayne, can you bring that slide back up? I want to touch on, we actually have two other events that went on at our Harangue Auditorium. To the right is 8 Seconds to Glory, the bull riding event. James Pierce brings a first-class event. You won't see anything better short of professional bull riders. These guys are world champions. They're world champion, not only bull riders, but the people who bring the bulls in. They get judged on how good their bulls actually perform. That event happened, I think, probably 4 or 5 weeks ago at Harangue Auditorium. Packed house there. And then down at the bottom, the Treasures on the Bayou, that used to be that's our Tawassee women's group. Mm-hmm. They kind of rebranded themselves this year. It went from more of an antique show to a crafts and treasures on the Bayou type of show. Those women work diligently and just unwavering with what they do for our city and what they do for their clubs. My wife and I attended that event on Friday and Saturday. Tons of vendors, tons of people running around there, and the leadership for that Tawassee group. I had to give a special mention because they are so easy to work with, and they worked so hard this past year trying to rebrand themselves, trying to come up with new, invigorating, and keep things going, and they hit a home run.
Well, that's certainly wonderful. Hopefully, you didn't spend too much money over there. Your wife didn't make it.
No, we're not going to answer that question publicly. How's that?
I got you. Well, we got a few seconds. We probably need to take a break right now, but when we come back, we'll discuss a little bit more of what's going on in Thibodaux. Stay tuned right here on HTV.
This segment was brought to you by St. Martin and Bourke. Know your rights.
Welcome back to Bayou Time. I'm Jacob DeGate, and we're here with the mayor of Thibodaux, Kevin Claymore. Thank you very much again for joining us.
Sure. Glad to be here. Glad to spread the news of Thibodaux, right? I could tell you our upcoming events in the fall, there's a ton of them. Coming up in next weekend, the 20th of September, we have Thibodaux on Tap. Our downtown Main Street group has a new leader. Her name is Lauren Rhodes. She's been on the job probably about 6-8 months. She's hosting this first event, the Thibodaux on Tap event. It's a brew. There'll be vendors and setups, and you go taste the home brew, or you taste what they're selling or what they're promoting that day. And it's just more of a walk around event for everybody to enjoy downtown. You'll see there's a Christmas event coming up on September 20th. That's at a Harangue Auditorium. And then, of course, we're getting into Halloween season. And when Halloween season, we have our annual haunted house at Pelche Park. We have a group of dedicated people who put on a really, really, really good haunted house. If you're into that kind of stuff, which I am, I like to be scared. I like to bring my friends and let them be scared. Go by Pelche Park the week before, 2 weeks before the Friday and Saturday, and the week before Halloween on Friday and Saturday. Do a great job. And of course, on October 18th, we have the Acadia Music Festival. Tommy Meyer and his group, man, you talk about a first-class operation they put on. They have some main streets. I think TI is the main attraction this year, but they do things right over there on Acadia Music Festival and the Acadian Point Land. That's always a fun event. Somewhere around November 1st, we have Lafourche Arc. They're going to be, go to the next slide, Dwayne. They'll be at Harangue Auditorium. It's a barbecue and bourbon event. There's tons of vendors selling barbecue. There's tons of people giving out bourbon or selling bourbon. The VIP section is the way to go for that. It might cost a little bit more, but the proceeds go to Lafourche Arc, which is our underprivileged adults in our Lafourche Parish and in our community. The money goes to a great cause, and it is a great event. There's live music there, too. And then, of course, there's Big Boy Cook-Off and Thibodauxville. That's going to happen somewhere in November. I think it's November 8th, I think. I thought it was November 8th is Thibodauxville. I might be wrong. Yeah, I think it is November 8th.
It's usually around, I know I was married on November 13th, and it was the weekend at Thibodauxville, so it's somewhere around there.
It's always around there. Yeah, so that is it. That event encompasses the entire downtown region of Thibodaux. You get to taste some good food. You get to hear some good bands. There's going to be 3 live stages, and of course you have the petting zoo. You have the bounce houses, and you have there was one guy out there, a friend of mine, Toby. What's Toby's last name? Toby Learett brings his bubble machine out there, and the entire city block turns into a bubble factory. That's pretty cool. A couple of other things I'll just touch on real quick. Saturday, October 4th is a household hazardous waste collection day at Hawarn-Harang. If you have paints, old microwaves, brake fluids, cooking oils, all the things that guys shouldn't be thrown away down the drain or in the regular garbage, you can bring that to Harang Auditorium from 8 a.m. to noon. We dispose of that free at no charge. It's just something that we do as good stewards for the citizens at Thibodaux. It gets used a ton. People bring everything in there, from aerosols to batteries to paint thinners, like I said. So that's going on. Let's see what else. Pretty much it when it comes to events going on. I can tell you the city of Thibodaux and our workers have been extremely busy. We have an Audubon overlay project that's almost wrapped up right now. We completely redid Audubon. That's the road that runs right on the side of the Nichols campus. We completely finished our downtown sidewalk project. I don't have a picture of that. But that project came out we're really pleased with that. It was handicap and ADA accessible. It created more avenues for people to walk. It created safer turning lanes for people to get around downtown. That project came out good. And of course, we're doing the things we should do with water towers. We're improving city buildings. Harang Auditorium is still going on with renovations. Thibodaux Construction is doing a terrific job, slowly but slowly getting rooms, each bathroom. And I can't say enough of Teddy Trosclair and the job that Thibodaux Construction does for the city of Thibodaux. And then we'll always have drainage issues. We're working on drainage issues all the time. That's a big thing. And
it's tough to get away from that when you land so flat.
Yeah, South Louisiana, right?
Exactly.
But we're gonna knock on wood right here. As we film this is September 10th, and we haven't had any issues with hurricanes yet. We did put out a PSA just advising people how we would get our message across in case there were weather events or emergency situations. So we're prepared. We've been working diligently, and hopefully we don't have to use what we've been doing.
Exactly.
So I'll be selfish a little bit. Dwayne, can you throw that last slide up there? All right, here we go.
There you
I
go.
saved the
Look
best
at
for
that.
last. These are my granddaughters. I promised 2 of them I'd put them on the big screen. So
some beautiful kids right there.
yeah, and look, when you have granddaughters, you love those kids more than you love your own kids. So I figured I had to get that in there.
Well, you're a very good grandpa, I guess.
Thank you,
Way to
Jacob.
go.
Thank
All
you,
right,
buddy.
and thank you for coming on and letting us know what's going on in Thibodaux.
I
We
appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, and stay tuned for more right here on HTV.
This segment was brought to you by Cypress Stop, home of the happy customer.